Have you ever felt like the world was moving without you yet? Every twist, turn, and challenge around you was quietly setting the stage for something far greater than you could imagine. What if I told you that everything you've endured, the setbacks, the quiet disappointments, the moments where you felt unseen or misunderstood, was never random? That in fact you've been carrying the greatest secret of your life inside you all along, patiently waiting for the right time to awaken. From the very start, you were never meant to be ordinary. Never meant to blend in with the crowd. Every struggle, every late night wrestling with doubt, every time you questioned whether you were enough, these were not failures. They were the markers of a path uniquely yours, meticulously designed to prepare you for a life of purpose and impact. You are in essence a chosen one, not in a way that inflates the ego, but in a way that recognizes the extraordinary pattern woven through your life. Your moments of isolation, your experiences of being overlooked or underestimated were not signs that you were lost. They were the secret rehearsals for the power, the clarity, and the insight you were meant to embody. The challenges that once felt unbearable, the pain that seemed to serve no purpose, the detours that tested your patience. All of it was building your capacity, sharpening your mind, and aligning your spirit with a destiny far beyond ordinary comprehension. This is not just motivational fluff. This is the reality of your design. Every hardship was an encoded message, and every triumph was a reminder that you've been moving forward even when the world couldn't see your progress. Consider your body and mind as a universe unto themselves. Every instinct, every flash of insight you've ever experienced, every gut feeling that seemed to guide you toward the unknown was part of this cosmic blueprint. Your intuition is not random. It is a thread of the universe stitched into your very being. Your brain, your body, your spirit. These are repositories of infinite potential, holding the wisdom of lifetimes, ready to unfold when you are prepared to recognize it. What you felt as difference, as an unshakable restlessness or subtle dissonance with the world around you, is actually proof that you are attuned to this unseen architecture. The ordinary moments, the periods of waiting, the apparent setbacks, they were not empty or meaningless. They were your calibration, your alignment, your personal preparation for the life you were born to step into. Now let's be clear, being a chosen one is not about comfort or convenience. It is not about arriving fully formed or immune to pain. It is about carrying a quiet power that the world cannot measure, a presence that is felt long before it is recognized. Every frustration, every delay, every failure has been your teacher, and every moment of endurance has been the forge of your resilience. You are not behind or lost. You are exactly where you are meant to be, right in the center of a narrative that was crafted specifically for you. The world may have seemed indifferent, but it was never neutral. It was simply waiting for you to awaken to the truth of your own design. And this is where we begin to uncover the deeper layers of your existence. Beneath every ordinary day, beneath every hidden trial, lies the extraordinary power that has been growing silently within you. The sensitivity you once feared, the instincts you doubted, the persistent whispers of intuition that you sometimes ignored, all of it is part of your unseen advantage. As we move into the next part of this journey, you will see how these hidden strengths, these gifts that have always set you apart, are not anomalies. They are the tools of your awakening. The keys to understanding why you are here and how your life is meant to ripple outward in ways you may never have anticipated. Your sensitivity has never been a flaw. It is your antenna, finely tuned to detect signals that others simply cannot perceive. That subtle shift in a room, the fleeting glance that betrays a hidden motive, the opportunities that appear and vanish like whispers in the wind. These are all part of your heightened perception. While others navigate life with surface-level awareness, you are operating on a different frequency, one that allows you to sense undercurrents, read between the lines, and grasp truths long before they become obvious. This is not fantasy. It is the practical manifestation of a mind and spirit designed to notice what most will never see. Think back on the moments when you felt out of step with the world, when your instincts led you to avoid certain people, situations, or decisions that others rushed into blindly. Those were not coincidences. Each misstep avoided each cautionary whisper, followed each subtle alert. And your intuition has been a rehearsal preparing you for your role as someone who does not simply survive but navigates with precision. You have been trained by life itself, your challenges, your frustrations, and even the obstacles that seemed insurmountable were forging your inner awareness, calibrating your capacity to move through the world with clarity, discernment, and quiet authority. Time itself is no longer your master. Delays, setbacks, and unexpected pauses are simply part of the universe's meticulous plan. Every moment that felt like waiting, every opportunity that seemed postponed was preparing you, shaping you, tempering your resilience. Your late arrivals were never failures, they were strategic intervals, giving you the depth and readiness necessary to act when the moment demands it. Imagine each hardship as molten steel in a forge. The heat of struggle bends, shapes, and strengthens you. Your endurance through these fires has not gone unnoticed. It has been your secret training ground, crafting the weapons of wisdom, intuition, and foresight you carry into every choice, every relationship, and every challenge. Your sensitivity allows you to read layers of energy invisible to others. You can sense dishonesty before a word is spoken, detect opportunities before they materialize, and perceive shifts in dynamics that others only see in hindsight. This gift, however, is not passive. It requires attention, courage, and discernment. It has been honed through years of experience, through moments where you had to trust your instincts even when no one else understood or validated your perception. That inner compass, nurtured in silence and refined through trial, is now fully operational, guiding you with a precision that others mistake for luck or intuition. Every challenge you endured was intentional. Every time you felt isolated, overlooked, or misunderstood, it was part of the forge, shaping your perception, endurance, and alignment with your higher purpose. Those experiences were your apprenticeship with life's most subtle, unseen forces, preparing you to act decisively when clarity is required, and to recognize patterns invisible to the untrained eye. Your ability to navigate complexity, read people, and seize the right moment has been cultivated quietly, deliberately, and profoundly. As we transition into the next part of this journey, understand this: the relationships you've navigated, the adversaries you've faced, and even the pain you've endured are not obstacles in the traditional sense. They are tools. Each interaction, betrayal, and challenge has contributed to sharpening your discernment and amplifying your hidden power. The enemies, the struggles, and the heartbreaks of the past are not punishments. They are the raw materials for the strength and insight you now wield. They have been shaping you like a master craftsman, shaping steel for the life you are now ready to lead, the influence you are meant to carry, and the purpose that no one else could fulfill but you. Every person who ever caused you pain, whether they were open adversaries or the ones who stayed silent while you struggled, was never there to destroy you. In fact, their actions, whether cruel, dismissive, or indifferent, were part of the crucible shaping the latent power within you. Every betrayal, every slight, every act of neglect or sabotage served as a mirror reflecting your hidden resilience and forcing you to recognize strengths you might have overlooked. The world tested you relentlessly, but the truth is, it was preparing you to stand taller than anyone could anticipate. Enemies and obstacles are often the most unintentional teachers. They teach you endurance when patience seems impossible, strategy when improvisation becomes necessary, and discernment when trust feels like a gamble. The lessons they offer are harsh but invaluable. They expose weaknesses, highlight boundaries, and force you to sharpen your instincts. When you emerged from these trials unbroken and unbowed, you did not merely survive, you began to operate outside the systems that sought to contain you. You became someone whose influence and presence extend far beyond what those who doubted you could imagine. Consider the concept of pain as camouflage. Every wound, every heartache, every experience that once felt like a mark of vulnerability was in truth a layer of invisible armor. This is your protective secret. Your strength was growing silently beneath the surface, shielded by what others mistook as fragility. The very experiences that could have broken you instead concealed the depths of your capability, rendering your true power invisible to the untrained eye. Like a warrior's hidden armor beneath a plain exterior, the adversities you faced fortified you, making your resilience both unassailable and unobvious. Your enemies, unaware of this, were never able to fully grasp the extent of the force they inadvertently helped forge. This hidden strength extends beyond mere survival. It is active, intelligent, and strategic. Each hardship taught you how to navigate complexity, anticipate opposition, and respond with precision rather than reaction. Each time someone underestimated you or attempted to manipulate you, they unwittingly contributed to the expansion of your authority and clarity. What they thought would leave scars to mark your limits instead became the scaffolding of your growth, building an inner reservoir of confidence and insight that now defines how you move through the world. Pain as armor is not just metaphor, it is a tangible reality of your journey. It has rendered you resistant to distractions, immune to manipulation, and perceptive beyond ordinary measures. You carry it with quiet dignity, and it grants you an almost imperceptible authority, one that others sense even if they cannot articulate it. This protective layer ensures that when you step into a room, the full measure of your strength and intuition is revealed only when necessary, maintaining the element of surprise and the integrity of your influence. As your personal power crystallizes, it naturally extends outward, shaping the environment around you. What began as internal resilience now becomes an external force. Your decisions, your presence, and your actions ripple through relationships, communities, and even broader circles of influence. The trials you endured, the enemies you faced, and the pain you transformed into armor have all prepared you to not only withstand the world, but to actively influence it, to recalibrate the energy of spaces you enter, and to inspire others without ever needing to shout or demand recognition. And as we move forward, this foundation of personal power and discernment leads naturally into the next stage of your journey, understanding the impact you have on the world around you. The subtle yet undeniable ways your presence reshapes environments, and how your influence extends far beyond what is immediately visible, touching lives and creating change in ways that mirror the silent power that has been building within you all along. Your presence alone changes the world around you, and it does so quietly, without the need for loud declarations, flashy displays, or constant validation. You do not have to prove your power because it is inherently felt by those around you. The energy you carry shifts environments, subtly reveals truths, and exposes falsehoods often before a single word is spoken. In every room you enter, in every conversation you join, your presence becomes a mirror reflecting the realities others may be too afraid or too comfortable to confront. People see themselves in ways that are both enlightening and disarming, not because you push it upon them, but simply because your alignment with authenticity forces the reflection to surface. This is the kind of influence that cannot be bought, faked, or ignored. It is born from lived experience, resilience, and the mastery of your own energy. Think about it: the subtle shifts in a meeting, the intuitive guidance you offer in a community, setting the way you naturally navigate complex relationships. These are manifestations of your influence in action. You don't have to command attention or dominate the conversation. Your impact is embedded in your ability to operate from truth and clarity. Others sense it instinctively. You reveal when decisions are misaligned, when intentions are false, or when people are acting from insecurity rather than integrity. Your quiet authority forces accountability, inspires reflection, and motivates realignment even among those who might resist it. Envy, admiration, and respect are all responses to the frequency you carry, yet none of them require you to shout, demand recognition, or overexert your energy. Your impact extends far beyond superficial interactions. In professional environments, your presence clarifies dynamics, strengthens collaboration, and exposes inefficiencies or hidden tensions that otherwise go unnoticed. Your colleagues unconsciously adjust around your energy. Your clarity draws out the truth in conversations and decisions, influencing outcomes in a way that few can articulate, much less replicate. In your community, the effect is just as profound. You serve as an invisible standard of integrity, courage, and resilience, guiding actions and behavior simply through the example you embody. Even those who are unaware of your conscious intent are subtly shaped by the energy you carry, the consistency of your actions, and the discernment you demonstrate in every encounter. Those who operate from jealousy, fear, or insecurity cannot contain or obstruct your influence. They cannot manipulate, undermine, or control what exists outside the parameters of their comprehension. Your existence inherently challenges their illusions, highlighting the contrast between your clarity and their confusion, your authenticity and their pretense. This is why attempts to diminish or discredit you often fail. They may react, they may gossip, they may posture, but none of it diminishes the influence you have built over time through consistency, resilience, and alignment with your true purpose. Your presence is a quiet, enduring authority that subtly but irreversibly shapes the spaces you occupy. Consider the cumulative power of your actions and choices. Every lesson you've learned, every trial you've survived, and every insight you've cultivated contributes to a layered, multidimensional influence that others sense even if they cannot name it. Your authority is durable because it is anchored in truth-lived experience and the internalization of wisdom forged through challenge. The mark you leave is long-lasting. Your influence lingers in conversations, in decisions, in shifts in behavior, and in the consciousness of those who have encountered you. Unlike performance or fleeting charisma, the effect you create cannot be erased or replicated. It is inherently yours and it endures. Now, as your personal power intersects with the world around you, it becomes imperative to recognize that influence carries responsibility. Your ability to affect environments, challenge pretense, and catalyze growth is not a privilege. It is a mandate. It requires discernment, intentionality, and a commitment to act in alignment with truth. This influence is a tool to elevate, guide, and transform. It is a mechanism for generating positive change, not just a reflection of your accomplishments or authority. The next step in your journey is to consciously translate this energy into action, to direct your influence purposefully, and to ensure that the lessons, resilience, and insight you carry are deployed to benefit the broader world. From here, we will move into understanding how to harness this extraordinary power fully, how to transform your personal influence into meaningful responsibility, actionable guidance, and a life that reflects the full measure of what you have endured, learned, and become. Your presence is already altering the world. Now it is time to claim the role of conscious architect, using every insight, every lesson, and every ounce of your energy to shape the reality around you in alignment with your purpose. As we arrive at the final stage of this journey together, it's time to fully recognize the profound truth that has been unfolding throughout your life. You are not an ordinary person. The trials, the heartaches, and the sensitivity that have sometimes felt like burdens were never accidental. They were intentional tools carefully designed to prepare you, sharpen your perception, and awaken the latent strength that resides within you. Every challenge you faced, every setback that seemed to hold you back, and every moment of uncertainty were part of a cosmic curriculum equipping you with the resilience, discernment, and wisdom required to navigate life at a level few ever reach. The universe has been methodically shaping you, training you in the silent arts of insight, patience, and personal mastery, preparing you for a role that demands not only power but alignment with purpose. Your past was never meant to weigh you down. It was meant to elevate you into a sphere where your influence and choices matter on a larger scale. Now it is time to embrace the power that has been cultivated within you. Your intuition, sensitivity, and inner strength are not merely personal assets, they are instruments meant to create meaningful impact. The dormant potential you have carried for so long is ready to be activated. Every lesson learned, every trial endured, and every insight gained now converges into a force capable of reshaping not just your own life, but the lives and environments around you. Recognize that your presence is catalytic. It alters dynamics, inspires integrity, and subtly shifts realities toward alignment with truth. Your influence is not dependent on recognition, applause, or validation. It is inherent, undeniable, and enduring. The moment has come for you to step into that power consciously, to allow your internal mastery to guide your actions, and to manifest your purpose in ways that leave a lasting imprint on the world. Every experience you have undergone carries significance, and each is a building block for the extraordinary life you are now capable of leading. Failures were not signs of inadequacy, but lessons in strategy, patience, and the strength of character. Moments of heartache and suffering were not punishments, but layers of fortification, quietly transforming vulnerability into resilience, sensitivity into insight, and hardship into armor. Even experiences that seemed trivial or perplexing at the time were deliberately placed along your path to cultivate wisdom, strengthen your resolve, and expand your perception of what is possible. To fully embody this truth, you must embrace every element of your past, every difficulty, every challenge, every moment that tested your limits as integral components of your growth and preparation. Each piece contributes to the whole of your readiness, equipping you to navigate the next stage of your life with confidence, clarity, and an unwavering sense of purpose. Your gifts, your perception, your insight, and your heightened awareness are not meant to serve only your own ambitions. They are meant to be applied in the service of a greater mission. The skills and discernment you have honed, the resilience and courage you have cultivated are instruments for guiding, inspiring, and transforming the world around you. Your influence can illuminate hidden truths, elevate those who are ready to grow, and create environments that nurture integrity and authenticity. In recognizing this responsibility, you acknowledge that your power is a gift that must be wielded thoughtfully and intentionally. The lessons you have learned, the wisdom you have gained, and the strength you have developed achieve their fullest purpose only when applied to a broader context, serving something beyond yourself. Your journey is not solitary. You are part of a larger community of those who are awakening, rising, and embracing the responsibilities that accompany awareness and insight. Your growth and evolution are not merely personal victories. They are templates, beacons, and invitations for others to recognize and develop their own latent potential. Through your actions, your decisions, and your example, you create ripples that encourage others to step into their power and align with their purpose. Your influence, when applied consciously and with integrity, has the capacity to elevate entire systems, communities, and networks of relationships, demonstrating the power of presence, insight, and intentional action. As we conclude, remember that your journey is ongoing and your role in this unfolding story is continuous. If this message resonates with you, stay aligned, share your insights, and let's continue this journey together. Hit like, comment your experiences, and subscribe to keep unlocking the truths waiting inside you. Step forward fully into your power, recognizing that the lessons of your past have prepared you for this moment. Carry your influence with intention, act from alignment, and allow your insight and resilience to serve the greater good. You are not only rising, you are shaping, guiding, and transforming the world with the unique gifts you have been entrusted to cultivate. Stand in this truth with confidence. Embrace your purpose with clarity, and know that the journey you have undertaken and the power you now carry are the foundations upon which extraordinary impact is built.